Hey you guys, Tim and Tristan from Hill Country Jeep and 4x4. Happy hump day to everybody. Pardon my voice, I've got a pretty bad cold, but hopefully you understand me. So I just want to go over a customer's Jeep that we got back recently to do some more things to. The first time it was in, we did a Black Mountain Stage 2 bumper, rerouted lights, rewired everything to the harness, mounted a Warn 10S massive winch, the Xeon 10S that he provided. Did some Black Mountain fender flares as well as some aluminum interliners onto the Jeep. This time brought it back in, wanted some lights installed. First of those being some rigid rock lights, a set of 6. So what we did is we mounted these, and they're amber colored, up underneath to the aluminum fender liners. One in the center front that shines downward, and also one in the back. They're all routed underneath to a light bar mounting pod underneath this. But then the next thing we did, instead of having multiple harnesses going to the battery, we talked to the customer and decided on the S-Pod system. Routes, everything is routed here to include the lights up front, as well as the rock lights. Eventually it's going to get another bar, a 50-inch bar for the top. All of that's routed to the S-Pod. The S-Pod then has a single harness that goes over to the battery, so it's a much cleaner install, and a single harness that goes up into the cab. That all runs in along the windshield bar here, and there's a 6-switch mounted switch panel that goes right there. So all of the lights are controlled there with a single cable that comes in. Much cleaner look. We put back the A-pillar pod to the OEM look. The interior is ripped out right now because the customer is going to install a multi-amp sound system that's on the way. So to support that, we elected to go to a dual battery setup. So we'll come around here. So the Genesis makes a fantastic dual battery setup that uses a solenoid, so it doesn't just parallel the batteries. It actually puts them into a series where the rear battery is a cranking battery, and the front battery is for all the accessories, so that if you run all the accessories on a single one, you can even keep them powered on, let it drain, and you'll never hamper your ability to start the vehicle and leave. As opposed to just being dual power, that you run everything down and you just have twice the amount of time on the battery, you can still kill your battery to where you can't start it. So it's a really great setup. You can see we've taken the battery tray out, everything's missing here. We're waiting on that part to come in today, and we'll mount the new dual battery plate here. Remove the entire fuse box here to go in. So that's coming today. Getting ready to install a Black Mountain heat reduction / hard rock hood onto the Jeep as well. Finally, the top, he had a leak in the top, so you can see that right here we're drying some carpet out, but he had a leak at the top where it meets the windshield. So we're up there refolding the top and getting a new tuck on that so that we can eliminate that leak. So anyway, this kind of turned into a project Jeep for us. Gonna go around to the back. Oh yeah, one more thing we did. The customer wanted a rigid multi-function tail light. So this thing is wired into the harness, comes out of the tail light, and it does multi-functions. It's your backup light, it's your brake light. It illuminates the license plate relocation that we did as well for the customer, the TerraFlex piece here. So just like I did on mine, it removes the license plate bracket from here, mounts the TerraFlex plate, relocates everything here. We had to fashion a new bracket to mount the rigid light here, and that all goes in. So multifunction light, you can get this thing to do a lot of other things. You can even have it strobe if you want to. So that's really a cool piece. So we're continuing to do multiple things. We're eventually going to take it to the paint shop and have some things repainted, have the hood painted. There's some abrasion up there from weather. We're going to have the windshield frame repainted, as well as the wiper tray as well. So lots of things going on with this, and we hope to wrap it up within the next week. Anyway, so we're doing lots of different things that we didn't do before. So if you have anything in mind that you want to do, you want to bring parts to us to install, please make sure that they are actually Jeep parts and they fit your Jeep. We've run into several issues where the part either has to be modified or just doesn't fit the Jeep at all. So please be sure that whatever parts you want to do, they're actually made for your vehicle. Anyway, goodbye for now. We will see you guys next week. You guys have a great week and enjoy this beautiful day. Take care.